today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions taking on Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard.
2nd and 9.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 53 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
This complete to Jones.
Complete.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Fights through and now a crease. 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards.
1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 6. They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
It's a loss of 1.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
At the 6-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we see quarterback Drew Brees and his New Orleans offense set to go on attack here for the first time.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 6 carries, 58 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so if they still want to do that, they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Breeze's throw going to be caught by Sanders. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Lions 7, Saints nothing.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
An 8-yard pickup.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
At the 15-yard line.
It's a jet sweep. Sanders. Called it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
He steps out of bounds behind.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
That's good.
It's funny, partner. You often hear how tough it is for a rookie receiver to adjust to the NFL. I think the same is true for tight ends. You're asking them to do a lot in the NFL game with the additional blocking that many of them didn't have to do in college. And T.J. Hawkinson, he was the #8 overall pick in 2019 and had a good rookie season with 32 catches. I expect that number to go way up as he gets more comfortable with the NFL game. A nice catch right there for a first down.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. 12 yards there and a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multi.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a... And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
For the New Orleans Saints, as their offense works their way back out here, Charles, a win over Tom Brady and the Bucs in the season opener, but 2 straight losses since, both in prime time at the Raiders week 2, and then Sunday night the loss in week 3, 37-30. They fall to Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Now, Drew Brees was playing without all-pro wideout Michael Thomas. The numbers still look good, 29-36, but really a lot of it was underneath to Alvin Kamara. So people talking about, oh no, is Drew Brees struggling at 41? What have you seen from the quarterback?
Well, something that's been discussed around the league for a few seasons now about Drew Brees throwing the deep ball and how often he does it. The offense isn't really designed for that. And a lot of times when they do design it, they have that speed burner out on the perimeter. They don't have that guy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints have taken the lead. Yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who could also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Stafford. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Incomplete.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over first and
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 45. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And they have just about gone to halftime with the Panthers out on top. Teddy Bridgewater has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we head off to check out another game. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Tom Brady, sharp as ever. He's got 2 touchdown passes. In our game, it was the right arm of Drew Brees that led the way in the first.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Return. The Saints take over first and 10. At their own 20.
Getting set to go again here, the Saints and Drew Brees march out there again on offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
Brings up second and 3 at the 30.
From the 31, Brees. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Brees going to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Brees
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They run it again with Kamara, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze.
That's caught. It's Sanders for the Saints touchdown.
17,
Emmanuel Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25 yards.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and a yard.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They give it off here to the tight end. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The tackle made by DeMar.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the protocol, and stacked it up and stopped the run. Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Stafford. James has got it. Complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To the air again. Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing again is Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. On 1st down, it's Stafford. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Marcus Davenport, the 1st rounder out of UTSA with a sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Stafford able to get this complete to Swift as running back. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And a throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Jenkins on the coverage.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And that is incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it, and the Saints will have the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Just shy of midfield.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. On 1st down, Stafford here. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this one to Gaudin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Good for a Lions. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake them. And he's not able
able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Marcus Davenport picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Second and goal.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
8 yards.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Marcus Davenport getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for New Orleans, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everyone.